I coasted on the coast with open my eyes. Lately noticed where the ocean is holding the sky. Right. I was
What's up, y'all? What's up? Gotta wipe my eye real quick. How is everybody's day going? I hope y'all day is going pretty good. And if you watching this right now, guess what you should do? You should hit that subscribe button. You, you should hit that subscribe button. Y'all know what I'm saying? Okay, I am going to be playing GTA right now. I finished I finished it. I finished the whole entire story. Um, but I didn't get the chance to record the last 3 missions or last 4 missions. So I am going to record the last couple missions and then upload that video. It is going to be long. It's super long, but it's alright. It's alright. We still gonna upload it. But as of right now, I'm gonna go ahead and take my hair down. I got them in 2 strands, so we about to take these 2 strands out, and then yeah, I might, as I'm taking them down, I think I'm gonna go ahead and watch some videos or something. I didn't expect my uh Xbox to update right now. I didn't know it needed an update, so we just gonna let that update, and then yeah, and we also about to see if the bottom row, if they locked fully. They've been in for a whole month now, so let's go ahead, take them out, and see if they locked. Hopefully they did, because if I gotta go through getting them put back in, I might cry. It hurt. It hurt real bad. But I want to give y'all an update as well. So as most of y'all know, I had moved in here in this room back in August, right? And before I moved in here, I don't think any of y'all really knew because I wasn't recording at the time, but I was sleeping in a storage unit. Me and Reese's, we were sleeping in a storage unit, and then after that, I got in here. And coming here, like, okay, when I first went to Valley Oasis, I was living in an abandoned house and stuff like that. And then I almost got shot or stabbed, or I should say, and stabbed. But like when that happened, Valley Oasis wasn't like really taking me serious for real. Um, so yeah, I went to a friend's house, and then I stayed with the friend, right? I stayed with the friend for a cool minute. But like as I was staying there, she she was telling me, yeah, it was good, it was okay that I was staying there. Um, but it kind of seemed like she was giving me an ultimatum, more so as like, if I let you stay here, you have to take care of my dogs, basically. So in that at that very moment, I was like, I mean, I will help you with your dogs, but take care of them. I won't do that. I will not do that. And then she also was like, uh, if I also stay at her place, I need to put groceries in the refrigerator and stuff like that. And to me, I already was gonna like replace everything that I was already eating, but I was just waiting on my EBT to come. But then I'm like, you know what? How about I just feed myself, you know? Cause she was all talking about how she wasn't going to be at the house often, so that's basically why she needed help with her dogs. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just feed myself. Like, you don't be here. Why would I stock up your fridge when you're not here and when I'm not about to eat your food. Like, so, um, let's say like a couple weeks went by or a couple days went by of after we had this conversation, and I was there for like two, two, 2.5 days before I asked her like, hey, how long are you letting me stay? And I only asked how long she was letting me stay because she kept alluding to me like living there. And when I say alluding, it's because like she's like she wants to make space in her room or her living room, right? And everything in her room was like claustrophobic, just piled up on top of each other. And I'm like, I mean, we could like rearrange it around. I don't have no problem help you. And then like she kept saying, yeah, we can we can have it right here. We can have this right here. We can have this right here. And when you like for to me, when you like use we a lot, it make it seem like you 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 want me there often or something like that. And then that moment that I asked her and stuff about how long she wanted me to stay there, that we ended. That we ended once I once I said I wasn't taking care of her dogs. Once I said, I mean, I'ma just feed myself. Since like, is that a problem to want to just feed myself? But yeah, then like like two 1.5 week after that date, um, she had brought me a letter, basically saying like I'm gonna making sure that I'm out of her house by the date that we said. And personally, I had everything planned out. Literally. I had every single thing planned out. Right? So I'm like, okay, boom. And this whole week, that entire week, I was analyzing her behavior, analyzing what she did, analyzing where she was going after she told me like she don't be at home and like that. Y'all, that week was filled with her coming in, coming home, changing her clothes, and leaving. Or she would sit in her room for a little bit and then leave. Not once did she ever go outside to check on her dogs while they were sitting outside. Not once did she like try to take them out to the bathroom. Not once did she ever try to walk her dogs. Never. It was none of it. None of it. And throughout that whole entire those weeks, I was the one like taking them out to the bathroom, feeding them. And even when she got up for work, did she decide, oh, let me take my dogs out to the bathroom before I leave for work? Or let me get up earlier than I get up, so I can take my dogs out to the bathroom and feed them and put water in their bowls before I head out. No, she did not do that. You know why? Because she's like, oh, I'm in her house, so I could do it. No. So that entire week, I was doing it and doing it and doing it. And when I noticed that she was not doing it at all, I was like, oh yeah, I'm just about to stop and see if she's actually gonna put the effort in for her dogs and feed her dogs, give her dogs water. Then, um, one day she come home and she take, cause she has a Ring doorbell, so I knew she was seeing exactly what I was doing. Like, I knew it. So she decides to take the Ring doorbell down and tell me like it's not it got a charge and stuff like that. And that's after the fact that she noticed that I wasn't like taking her dogs out to the bathroom or cleaning up outside and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, it's not gonna make a difference. But then, like, let's say, like, dang, this one's short. Then, like, let me see. Like, a little bit after that, that's when, let me say, the, like, the last 2 days before she came and brought me a letter is when she started, like, coming home and actually taking her dogs out to the bathroom. Um, Only for those 2 days though. Then I want to tell y'all, in my that entire week, I just felt like it was something off, like for real. Like it felt like it was something off. So I was like, you know what? It's all right. I was getting up, taking my dogs to the park. Uh, I was doing all that. I wasn't sitting around. I was hosting a talent show on my TikTok. I was doing all of that. Um, then next you know, once I got that letter, I just confirmed to myself like, oh yeah, see, I knew it was weird vibes for a reason. Like it felt like she didn't want me there. So I was like, you know what? I Before I decided to leave, I was like, let me make a plan on what I'm about to do because I know once I leave, I'm not gonna have nowhere to go. I was gonna be homeless. Me and Reese was gonna be homeless. So then I created a plan, and then we just went and we stayed in the storage unit. Uh, and then boom, I was like, yep, this is what we finna do until we can get into something. So after we stayed in the storage unit for a week, Valley Oasis was finally taking me serious now that I'm actually sleeping in the storage unit. They're taking me serious. So then I finally got connected to a program that would help me like get into a place and stuff like that. And the first day I seen them, I contacted Valley Oasis on a Monday, right? Then on a Wednesday, I went to LA to try to go see a car, but the car had got sold before I even made it out there. So I just turned around and came back home. Then, and as I was heading out to LA on that Wednesday, somebody called me and was like, "Okay, I just got you connected to this program that can help you, that possibly can help you get into a place and stuff like that." And I'm like, and I told her like what I was doing and stuff, but I could go to her that following day, which was on a Thursday. So that Thursday, when I finally got back, um, I went up to the office, signed some papers and stuff, got into her program, and then I was telling her like, yeah, I'm living in the storage unit right now. Then she didn't like that, so she ended up. Then following day, she ended up finding a place for me to stay, which is here, right? And to me, it was fast. It was fast, but I feel like being here for about 3 to 4 months, I feel like I definitely should have just waited. I should have waited. Am I grateful for where I am right now? Yes, I am. Highly grateful. I'm very grateful that I'm not homeless, living in a storage unit or nothing like that. But I said I should have waited and been patient because now I I live with people who don't respect women. Men, let me say men. I live with men who don't respect women or respect what you how you want to be in other people's lives, right? I personally don't want to include myself physically in anyone's life right now. You know why? Because I just came from homelessness. The only thing I need to be focused on is my grind and how to get myself away from the homeless scenarios. I'm homeless for 2 years. 2 years. I'm over it. I don't want to be homeless again. So the only thing I need to be focused on is my grind. And uh, I didn't realize that I wanted to do that until like 2 weeks in here, right? I was actually trying to uh, like, you know, be cool with people here. Then I noticed like it was so toxic to where almost every other day you just hear somebody arguing or yelling at each other or something like, and it was just like, okay, nah, that's not, I don't want to be around that. So I distance myself because I'm like, I just came from a house where they they tried to use me, then try to kill me, and then try to be nice in my face like they wasn't trying to do any of that, right? So yeah, and I feel like all of that right there is negativity, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to be in that. I don't want to be in that. So here I just start distancing myself and, you know, doing me, doing me as I should be doing. You know, focus on everything, not letting nothing distract me, right? But then, let's say, and when I first got here, I noticed how dirty it was. I did. I noticed how dirty it was. And I told my landlord one time because one time one of the guys here over in the back area tried to say that I stole his knife and stuff out of the kitchen, right? I stole his stuff. Remind you, this day he decided I was in the kitchen cleaning my dishes. I was at first I was using everything that's already in the kitchen, so it has three small knives, a spatula, a big spoon, and a wooden spatula. So I was only using that with the pots and pans that was already in there, right? And I was cleaning it. He walks in, and I guess he gets mad. He's just standing there. He's just standing there watching me clean my dishes, like in the most creepiest way ever. And I decide to look up, and he's just standing there, still, not a word, not a nothing. Then he turns around and he walks out, and he slams the door. Not like a, he boom slammed the door like he was mad at something. He did not sit no dishes down. He did not sit no knife down. The only thing he had in his hand was a Tupperware bowl, and so that's it. So then I went for a walk with Reese's, and as I'm getting back, this I don't when I'm walking, I don't look at no cars. I'm just here meeting Reese's. I don't be looking at, like, I look around, watch out for myself and stuff like that. But I don't be like staring at people's cars like, oh my god, who's that driving by? Oh, look at that nice car drive. Nah, it's just not me. I was just walking across the street, straight looking straight ahead. Then this car had pulled up to the stop sign, honked at me. I looked, and then I noticed that it was my landlord. So she pulled over and stuff, and I was like, oh hey, how's it going? Boom, boom, boom. She's like, yeah, it's going good. So so look, let me say, the guy's name is going to be James. So she pulls over and she says, yeah, James said that someone someone stole something of his knife and stuff out of the kitchen. Um and from jump I already just knew that he was talking about me, just from the very instinct that had just happened about, let's say, like 10, 15 to 20 minutes prior to that conversation. And remind y'all, he don't leave nothing in the kitchen. He don't leave nothing in the kitchen. He cooks in his room. But I'm like, oh, no, I don't have none of that. I don't even take anything inside of my room. I use everything that's already in the kitchen. She's like, oh, okay, okay. Then she starts asking me, do I need this or need that? So that's when I realized, yeah. So she thinks that I actually stole this knife and stuff out of from him. Like, what do I need to steal for? What do I need his knife and shit for when there's already knives and stuff in the kitchen? So, um, but I did need like a pen and stuff. So I was like, yeah, I could use a pen. I could use a pen. Look how long my dreads are. But man, she that's the day I was like, okay, yeah, I just need to completely stay to myself. Even when I stay to myself, it's like problems arise, right? And then like I was using the kitchen, the fridge in the kitchen, right? And when I first got here, when I first got here, y'all, that fridge was stinking, right? That fridge was stinking. Nobody was cleaning out of the fridge, cleaning their stuff out of the fridge. Not one bit. It was like old stuff in that fridge. Old stuff, like people's stuff was sitting in that fridge for months. So, um, next thing you know, like it started stinking. The fridge started stinking, and one of the guys up front had gave me a fridge for free because they was gonna throw it away. Because I don't know why they was gonna throw it away. It was a working fridge. Now it's all broken, but they was gonna throw it away. I was like, okay, for sure, I could use it. Um, but I wasn't using it at the time, just for like my waters and stuff. So then, after the fridge started stinking, I decided to move all of my stuff from the fridge to the small fridge and just work with that because I'm like, I cannot just keep going in there and opening that fridge, right? And then they would go in there, cook food, but they wouldn't clean up after themselves. Like clean the the area where you like cook food at. Nothing. The counters, the table, nothing. They would leave their like pots and pans right there. They wouldn't clean it right after they use it. They would just leave it there for like the entire day or until the next day. And I'm like, you know what? Y'all don't even care that other people is using this stuff. Y'all don't even care that this can bring roaches. This can bring bugs. Y'all don't care. So I'm like, okay, forget about it. And this is around the time I started talking to my twin again, and this was around like October, and then yeah, I ended up buying me an air fryer, and since I got that air fryer, I never cooked in that kitchen ever again. Because I was like, you know what? There's absolutely no point of me going back in there to cook again because it's nasty in there. They're dirty. Then once like I start cooking in my room, they would start filling up the trash can to the top of the rim, not throwing it out, just leaving it there, sitting, stinking up the entire kitchen area, literally. Then even like before, like while all this is happening, they would piss on the seat, the toilet seat, uh, lifting it up. They would piss on that. It's all dirty, dirt all on it. And this is when I first got here too. And the kitchen, I mean, not the kitchen, the bathroom floor was always dirty, dirty. Like nobody ever went in there to clean it up. The sink, the mirror in the bathroom, always dirty. Like they just go in there and start brushing their teeth and just flinging their toothpaste on the mirror type, like literally. So I was at first I was cleaning it, right? I was cleaning, I was cleaning it. Then I realized I'm the only one cleaning this. I didn't do this mess. I didn't make this mess. Why am I the only one cleaning it? Like y'all is grown as hell and y'all cannot clean up after yourselves. Why? 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 So I stopped cleaning it up altogether. I stopped cleaning it up altogether. Then then one day, um, I go into the bathroom, right? I go into the bathroom to use the bathroom, and I noticed that there's maggots all over the floor. Maggots, like that's disgusting. And when I seen the maggots, I'm like, okay, that is nasty. That's the point in time I was like, I had enough of this. I had enough of this. I had enough of this. I go ahead and send the. I start taking pictures, um, and I send it to my landlord. And what before I did that, at first I was only noticing the maggots in the bathroom, right? And in my head, I'm seeing the maggots come into the bathroom under the door, but I'm like, where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? My slow ass didn't realize that it's coming from the trash can. So that following day, there was more maggots. But when I say a lot of maggots, a lot of freaking maggots. And y'all wanna know why? Because somebody wasn't taking uses the trash can in the kitchen but wasn't taking it out and maggots start forming in the trash can. You can just open up the trash can and it's just maggots everywhere. But the when I told y'all that was just filling up the trash can, it wasn't shut all the way. So all the maggots was just falling out of the trash can. Literally. So I'm like, okay, that's disgusting. That's when I start taking pictures and I sent it to my landlord because I'm like, I had enough. They don't clean up after themselves. It's the kitchen and the bathroom. Like, y'all do know that everybody else have to come in these areas and y'all just cannot clean up after yourselves. Like, how does that work? So, um, I ended up sending her the picture. But she ended up calling me, but I was streaming at the time. I was streaming, so I didn't want to end my stream just to answer her phone call. Uh, yeah, I went to her with a problem, but like, what did she have to say to me at that time? But I had texted her. I was like, hey, I'm streaming right now. Can you just message me what you was trying to call me about? She never hit me back up. She never hit me back up. So I was like, hey, it's whatever. So then after a cool minute, that's when somebody who doesn't even use this trash can took the trash out. Somebody who doesn't even cook in here took the trash out. Somebody who doesn't even use the trash can took the trash out. I was like, wow, that's sad. People who actually use the trash can can't even take it out, which is the other two that's on the other side of me. So only three people that's supposed to be using this kitchen and this bathroom. And after that, I realized like, and even before, let me go back a little bit more. Before I even told my landlord, I literally told one of the guys like, "Hey, can you just start mopping up the water after you get out of the shower?" Because he would get out of the shower and just leave all his water on the floor, and there's a mop right by the bathroom. He would just leave it all there. So I was just like, "Hey, can you just like mop it up?" Then he gets an attitude and start saying like, um, I clean the kitchen, I clean the washer, I do this, I do that, and then I go to say, no, no, you don't. Like the it be piss on the toilet, piss in the toilet. like this kitchen always be dirty, all this, all this. He's like, well, I do this, I do that. So basically, am like, I'm thinking like you just basically saying all this because you feel like since you do this, since you do that, you don't have to do other things that you use and stuff like that, right? So I was just like, you know what? It's alright. It's alright. I ended up texting the landlord again, telling her like, hey, he's not listening to what I just said, like just mopping up the water and stuff. He gets out of the shower every day and does this, and it's kind of like, why? And it's not like a little puddle on the floor, y'all. The whole entire floor be soaking wet. Somebody can just walk in that bathroom, slip and fall. And this was the day that I was going to get surgery. The day that I was going to get surgery, that morning, and I was just like, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. Nothing I've said to them, to this man, or nothing I've said to this landlord has changed anything. Not a damn thing. Literally. Still be water on the floor. Not as often, but there still be water on the floor. The the kitchen is finally clean. I'll say that. But now it's just like now that he realized like I'm not like trying to incorporate myself in his life or have small conversations, like there's no use for any of that. It's not a single use for that at all. uh so now he just bangs on the walls, slam the doors, but still leave piss on the toilet seat, piss in the toilet, poop poop tra- poop tissue in the trash. I was gonna say poop trash toilet. Poop tissue in the toilet. Fuck. Poop tissue in the trash can. And it's just like, why? You're this grown. And remind y'all, I am 20 freaking 4. 20 freaking 4. This man is old. Not old, but an older gentleman. Not even a gentleman. I can't even call him a gentleman. But he's an older guy. And in my head, I'm just like he's this old and he just can't clean up after himself. Like, it's just sad. It is. It is super sad. Um. So I literally, after I start telling him, I'm just like, you know what? I'm over it. The moment I was completely over it is when I went into the bathroom and there was shit all over the floor, shit all over the toilet seat, shit all in the toilet. That was the day I was over it. And I wasn't thinking about cleaning it, nothing. And this is a time that I had my twin over here. My twin has stayed over here for a little bit. And my tell me why I seen that at 7 a.m., right? My twin got up at like 10 or 11 a.m. And tell me why it was still in the bathroom. Tell me why my twin decided to clean it up. Clean somebody else's shit up. And I think he really did it because he already knew nobody was going to go clean it. I really think he did it because nobody was going to go clean it. So that day, I was like, yeah, nah, it's a wrap. So that's when I start telling my caseworker, like, yeah, I just cannot do it. It's nasty. It's super nasty here. Nothing I say works. Nothing. So then she kind of was like, I don't know. I don't think she really believed anything I was saying, to be honest, and I still don't think she believed anything that I say. And I don't think my landlord believes anything that I say. I've realized like these people really just, if somebody else tell them something different, they're gonna go with that. They're gonna go with whatever somebody else tells them. And now it's just I'm just like, what the heck? So my caseworker had told me like, oh yeah, we can get you in a new place and stuff. I know you feel uncomfortable and stuff like that. Then I asked her, okay, can I get my own place? She was like, yeah, we can work on getting you your own place and whoop whoop whoop. Um, and she already knew that I wasn't getting paid because I told her that I was waiting for EDD to hit me back. Um, and this was the beginning of November, end of October, literally when all of this happened. She knew that I wasn't getting EDD yet because um, it wasn't being it never got processed. So uh, she goes and asks, hold on, dang, where'd that rap go? Sorry. She goes, she goes and asks like if I got paid yet with EDD or what my income was looking like. I told her that, and then I told her like if EDD, and that was a Monday. I talked to her, right. I was like, yeah, if EDD don't hit me back or approve my thing, I'ma just go ahead and go to the general relief building and get cash aid, right? And she's like, okay, well, just let me know. So I'm like, okay, bet. And she literally said, okay, um, we, because Cash Aid only give you $221 every month. She's like, we've put people in apartments, um, we put people in their own apartments who only get $221. So we will be able to do that, right? Y'all, a week went by. A week went by. She come back and say, oh well, we can't we can't do that. Valuations is on pause. They don't have any funding right now, so we can't move people in. Boom, 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 boom. And ever since that day, it's just been weird. Like as if they don't want me to get my own place, and as if they want me to just stay here and feel uncomfortable. Literally, it literally feels like that. Um, it's not the same energy that I was getting. Nothing. Um, so um, as she goes and says that she can't put me in another apartment, I'm like okay, um, and I feel this is why I feel like it's getting weird because I asked her, if there's other programs that I can get into that can help me get into my own place. I asked her, okay, if I just get my own place, what happens? I'm just asking these questions to see what options I have in the near future, right? Then the other question I asked is one more question I asked. If I live with somebody, would I be able to do that? I don't have nobody to live with. I definitely can't move on my own. And she said there's no other programs. So I was just seeing my options, right? And when I asked that, it was just like a, what the heck? But literally, I just feel like she wants me to be out of the program. She doesn't want to help me with the program anymore. Um, she feels some type of way that I was asking to live on my own and stuff like that. And then, let's say last week, my landlord said that she had a room available because I was looking for a room like with all women. I was looking for a room with all women. She's like, oh yeah, I got a room. I got a house with all women. Boom, boom, boom. It's this far. Transportation. I'm like, I don't care about transportation. Oh, I didn't say that, but I don't care about transportation. I don't. There's buses out here that I could take. Literally, I have no problem with taking a bus. I haven't had a problem with taking a bus in all this time. So she said that was last week. She was like, "Yeah, I can take you next week on Tuesday." That was Saturday when she said that. I can be here on Tuesday. Well, she said I might be here on Tuesday to take me to see the room, right? Tell me why. I text her on Tuesday. She's like, and I text her early in the morning. Her phone, I don't know, I guess it was off or something because the message didn't send through, so I had to send it as a text message. Then when I called her, it went straight to voicemail. I'm like, okay. So I just sent her a message like, hey, I called you to see about if you could take me to see the room. Your phone went straight to voicemail, boom, 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 just let me know. She texts like, oh, I can't today, but I will see if I can tomorrow. I'll let you know. I just like asked her like, okay, if I can like try to get my own ride, would I be able to just go see it? Would I be able to go check it out? She never responded. So yesterday, which was a Wednesday, I wait, today Friday? Yeah, no, today Thursday. So yeah, yesterday I texted her, hey, boom, 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 would you be able to take me to see the room? No reply. This morning I texted her, hey, would you be able to take me to the room? I still have not yet got a reply, and it's 1:55 p.m. So at this point, it's just like I feel like they're telling me things just so I can get in my head about it and get my hopes up high once again. And it's just like, mm-mm-mm, weird, 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 weird. Like, if anything, if you're busy or anything like that, hey, I'm busy. I know I said I can take you today, but I can't. Boom. How about we just do it next week? How about we just do it this week? Why just ignore somebody's messages? Crazy, 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 crazy. And then this guy steady does things like constantly. It hasn't stopped. It hasn't. So it's just like I just want to be in an environment where there's women. Women. I'm tired of being around men because all I get around men is negativity. But it is looking like they just trying to force me to stay here. And I'm telling y'all, if they force me to stay here, I'm not gonna be nice. Not one bit. Not one bit. Not one bit. I already had the nice Kyler phase. I did. That phase is over with. Yes, it is. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see if she decides to finally message me back. But we're gonna continue to see what the rest of these days gonna be looking like and when I'm gonna be getting up out of here. If anything, I'm honestly just gonna get this job. Well, not get this job like I can get it tomorrow. I have my first physical therapy appointment tomorrow. So I'm gonna work very hard in physical therapy. Try to get physical therapy to happen two times a week, so that way I can get back to working. And then guess what? Get my own place on my own. It's just that simple. Like it really is. Because clearly people only want to help you a little and not really when you need it. They don't care about your mental health, not one bit. They really don't. They do not care about your mental health. So I really just gotta put myself in a better position. Honestly, that is. So y'all just stay tuned. I'm gonna be working hard towards everything that I want. For sure, for sure. But yeah, this job. When I'm able to start back working, I'm gonna try to look for like warehouse jobs. That's the easiest thing as of right now. Like getting my shoulder back together, that will be the easiest thing for me to do. I like Amazon delivery or just like delivering jobs because that's I got experience doing that, but that will cause too much work on my shoulder. Just starting back to working and stuff like that. So for sure go ahead and I'm gonna for sure go ahead and do the warehouse jobs. Um, and by the time I start back working, it should be the season to where Amazon warehouse or any type of warehouse needs some help. So we gonna see. We gonna see when the time comes. Tomorrow I will talk to my physical therapist and see what his recommendation is onto working, so that way I can get back to working. Um, so yeah, we gonna see. The goal is to get back to working, and start saving up more. You know, we're gonna see. We are going to see. So just stay tuned, y'all. I'm gonna finish taking my hair down, and then I'll be back with another video playing GTA and stuff. Well, finishing the last couple missions on GTA. Mind you, I already finished them, so I'm just gonna be redoing them. Okay, so just come back for the next video. All right, peace out. And now I gotta insert this clip, right? At 1:55, I literally told y'all that I never received a call from my landlord, right? And now I literally just got off the phone with her. Literally. So yeah, she said she's probably hit me back later on today to see the place. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see if she called me later on today so that I can go see this place. So yeah, we're gonna see about it. She says she got a few places, but I'm really just trying to get somewhere with mostly women right now. At first, she did say that the place, the original place had. Okay, so this how it went down. She told me she had a place on four. I'm not even gonna say the street. Somewhere a little distance from here, right? And then I'm like, okay, that's not bad for me. I could do that. I could do that. And as y'all know, I don't have a car, so I take public transportation. So she was keeping that in mind, and letting me know like, I guess the bus stop and stuff is a little distance away from the place and stuff. So I'm like, okay, that's not a problem with me. That's not a problem. If y'all see me, I'm thick now. I'm thick. And y'all wanna know why? Because I wake up every single day and I go for a walk. Every single day. So walking is never a problem for me. It is not. I lived through that my entire life. So it's not a problem. But then she also said that there was a dog there. This was the first time I ever spoke to her about this, but she was like, "Oh, there's a dog there. So I don't know." And then as she proceeds to keep going, she was like, "Well, I have the dog with me now, but there's a cat there." I'm like, okay, it's not a problem with me. Reese's don't attack cats. I don't let her go near other dogs. Um, Unless like if it was a household and stuff like that, I would let her go near a dog. But cats, I would never let her go near no cat because a cat not about to attack my baby. No, no. I got a fear of that. A fear that a cat will attack her because she's so interested about cats. Like how dogs would be scared of cats and want to run away. This dog will be so interested to go up to the cat. Like, what are you doing? That thing will scratch you up. And I think it's because I don't like cats that I feel like she need not to like cats. Honestly. But then now I got off the phone with her. She was like, "There's gonna be a couple moving in with the newborn baby," and I'm just like, "Okay, I love kids. If y'all know me, I love kids. I love being around kids. So if they need help with their child, guess who's gonna be there? KG's gonna be there. KG's gonna be there. Yes, she will. So I mean, honestly, if the man is together with a woman in the house, not a problem. She said there's mostly men in the house. I mean, there's all women in the house, and there's possibly a man could show up there. That's not a problem. As long as the women outweighs the men, that is totally fine. I just don't want to be the only woman out of all men to be living somewhere. No, no, no. And here, I just noticed that there's a old lady here. So I'm just like, okay, that's not bad, but I need people my age. And she said there's people who live there that's my age. So I just I literally that I just need to get around women, honestly. Feel more freer and not so like how do I explain it? Not so tensed up and ready to go all the time around men. It's just like not my scenario anymore. For real. It's not. So yeah, we about to see. We gonna see what goes down later on today. She said maybe around 7 or after 7, that's when she'll be able to call me or something. So we're gonna see if she actually call me or let me know something. She said maybe even before then. So we are definitely about to see. So yeah, I'm gonna keep y'all updated in the next video. I am about to still be playing GTA. So peace, peace, peace. It's KG way. And it's always your way, your way, your way, your way, your way, your way. Hey.